Wow, y'all really on here already like this? Wow. Well, hey, we might as well get started since people are here already. So let me know if y'all can hear me because I'm using this microphone. So let me know if you can hear me. Okay. All right. So look, tonight I cannot believe that we are back here talking about um, another woman, another Black woman who has passed away unexpectedly in the Gambia. But this situation is a little bit different than the others. I'm not going to even say a little bit different. This situation is a lot of different than the others. And how this one is different is just the way it happened and how it happened and how the news media is already involved in, the Gambia. There's media outlets that are already talking about this. None of the other ladies were ever talked about. They were never investigated. Okay, Keith. Okay. Tell me if y'all can't hear me. Um, None of them were ever investigated before. Okay, not like this. And that was another reason I knew that this is a lot different than all the other ones. Now, let me introduce myself. My name is Kiki Loves Nigeria. And on my show, I talk about things that impact our repatriation movement or our visiting Africa. Okay. My specialty is West Africa because that's what I studied in school. Okay. And that's where I visit. Those are the places that I visited. I don't like to talk about places that I haven't been or that I don't know much about. Okay. So, that's why I mainly talk about West Africa. But that is not to imply that this is not going on in North Africa, South Africa, East Africa, Central Africa. That is not to say that. That is to say that I specialize in this area. So I focus on this area because I like to talk about what I know. Okay. A lot of people come on YouTube and talk about things that they know nothing about. They just repeat what they heard. And that's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to tell you facts, okay? Now, the Gambia is one of the places that I've visited, okay? So that's why I talk about the Gambia so much. And because frankly, I have friends still in the Gambia, I have family still in the Gambia. So right now, the Gambia is like central in my life. So this going on in the Gambia is really like disturbing to me. I mean, I've been to Nigeria so many times. I told you I can't even count. But I've never felt like scared, just basically scared. Never felt like that. Never felt like I don't even want to go back. I'm cool. Uh, you know, mm-mm. I've never felt like that. Never even thought like that before until now. Until now. And it's all because of everything that's going on over there. And it's because there's no support system. Even though this is going on over there, there's nobody working together. Everybody's like fighting against each other. You seen what they did to us, what they came on this channel and did to us. So you think they're supporting each other? They're not supporting each other. Look what they did to Zandela. They didn't support her. They left her. They left her. Now we see there's no support system at all over there. We see there's nothing going on over there but tragedy after tragedy after tragedy. And I told you guys that. I showed you guys that. And nobody, not one time, have I said that there's some type of war or some type of issue between Gambians and Black Americans. I've never said that. So I don't know where people are getting this from over some kind of land issue. I've never said that because that's not the issue here. With these other women who passed away, I believe three of them had something to do with greed in their relationships. That's what I believe. The other one, I believe that very powerful people had something to do with that one. The and then we come to this one, to Shakina, to Shakina, and we're supposed to believe this is because Gambians and Black Americans are fighting. No, no, mm-mm, no. This is what Afrodamus said, and I don't ever agree with Afrodamus. Never. But he said this is somebody who hated this lady. And that's what this was up close and this was personal. That's what this was. That's what this was. This was past I don't like you. It was past that. Because to unalive somebody is one thing. We've seen these other women were unalived. But the way she was unalived, no. That was to say, I hate you. I hate you. That disrespected her corpse and everything. You got to learn to read the symbols, people. I put you where waste go because that's what I think of you. And this was a woman, a 60-year-old Black woman. What in the world? What in the world could she have done? What could she have done to make you disrespect her like that? To take her life like that? And to dispose of her body in a way to send what message? What did you want us to know? What did you want us to know? Because nobody in their right mind is going to believe that this is just like those other five women who passed away. Nobody's going to believe that. Nobody. They're not even the same. They're not even the same. And just like he said, just like Afrodama said, I believe what he said when he said, I'm sorry, y'all, I'm getting ahead of myself. But what we're talking about tonight, we're talking about something that has been bothering me for a long time. And that is these women who are just dropping and passing away in Africa, not just Gambia, but Nigeria, Ghana, and Ivory Coast. And then everybody just going on like business as usual. Like business as usual. There's no videos made, there's no controversy, there's no outrage, there's no nothing. So I said I was going to use my channel as a platform to let these women's stories be heard, to let their voices be heard. Because all this RIP, how are you going to RIP when somebody took you from your kids? How are you going to RIP when somebody shortened your life? When you were cheated out of your life? Every one of these people, except I don't even know about Beverly. They want us to believe that Miss Beverly just came there to die, to spend all this money and then just die. That's what they want us to believe, that it was all natural. But people, cancer is not natural. Even when a person has cancer, guess what? They perform an autopsy to find out the cause of death. But these repats in the Gambia don't think that's necessary. She had cancer, oh, she's gone. After she buy land, after she buy houses, after she furnished the houses, why would you do that? Why would you do that when you know you're about to be unalive, I mean, leave this world? Why would you do that? But they don't have answers for that. They just want to say that we're just old and we're sick and we go to Gambia to pass away. But let me tell you something, people. Nobody old and sick is going to Africa because they can't make it. Because that journey alone, especially to Gambia, that's not for the life. You can't be weak and make that journey. You can't be sickly and make that journey. You cannot. Maybe Nigeria, because you can get on that straight shot there, but them other ones, no. Not to Gambia, no, you cannot. So that's a whole lie. That's a whole lie. And none of these women I've talked about even look sick. And every one of their family members have said they were not sick. Even Shakina's family. We know Anja's situation. She was going through it. But the other ones, no, no, nothing. They weren't ill. But now they're just up and gone. And then all we get is RIPs, RIPs, RIPs. Really? What about what happened? What about write your embassy? What about write the British embassy? What about where's the outrage? Where's the protest? Protest on your own embassy. You're in the Gambia. Protest your own embassy. Tell them you want something done. But I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm getting ahead of myself. So, before we could even really understand that Anja was really gone and that this really happened, less than a week later I received an email. Okay. And in this email, well, no, I'm sorry, it wasn't an email, it was a comment on my video. Okay. And I woke up in the morning, because after we did the show about Aja, I really couldn't sleep and I really couldn't rest. And as you see, I wasn't on YouTube. I wasn't doing much of anything because I was just trying to like let all that go. Because when you do these stories, when I do these stories, I try to connect with these women, okay? And to tell their stories, you got to feel what they feel as best as you can. You got to understand what they were going through. You got to try to understand what they were thinking. And that process is very draining, very draining. So all this I had been going through with Anja, I was completely drained of all my energy. So, plus with my real life, I have my real life that I have to keep going in my real life. So I wasn't on YouTube. I was just trying to be alone. I was just trying to have peace. I was just trying to rest my mind, rest my body, and just, operate in my real life. And then I wake up. I couldn't, but I'm still not sleeping. Like I'm still feeling worried. So I get an email before I see this comment. I'm gonna tell you about an email I got from an old friend. This friend tells me that they're worried about me to be careful because they had a dream about a whale. I kid you not, about a whale, okay? And about darts being thrown in this whale, okay? So I said, okay, my friend was like, I'm praying, Kiki, be careful when you go to Gambia, you know, be careful whenever you travel, just be careful. So I'm like, okay, and I'm like, he ain't talking about me. I'm like, I know he ain't talking about me. I ain't in no well. That's just what I said, y'all. I ain't in no well. I'm like, please. Okay, whatever. I'm thinking this is just uh, you want to talk. You know what I mean? You know how people just want to talk. So I'm like, oh, he just want to talk. He just did that just to start a conversation. He been watching my channel. He knows something going on in the Gambia. So he just saying that. So I don't think no more about it. But remember what he said. There was a whale. All right. There was a whale. So there was a person in the whale. All right. So let me show y'all this. Then after that, didn't think no more about it. This was a week before this happened, right? I didn't think no more about it. Like I said, I'm like, oh, he just want to trying to talk. Okay. So again, I'm still not sleeping. I'm just getting angry at this point because I'm like, I want to go to sleep. I want to sleep good. I'm tired of waking up with this feeling like something is on my mind, but I don't know what it is. So I wake up and I see this. Hold on, y'all. And when I saw this, I was like, what? I woke completely up. Okay. And this was about maybe 2 o'clock in the morning. And I woke completely up. Now, this is when I found out about Shakina, that she was missing. Okay. So this says that there was a British citizen, Shinadu, age 60, that was residing in the Gambia since 2017. She was last in contact with her family on Tuesday, February 13th, 2024, around 10:30 p.m. Now, when I got this message, this was on the 16th, like 2 o'clock in the morning on the 16th. Although she is typically based in Bruceby area, it is suspected that she visited Kantu Janga Marama on Wednesday. Okay, now this is like a village to where her house is located. Okay, and they discovered her car, her van. I'm sorry, her van was discovered in that area. Okay, but she was not in the van. So that was the message that I received. Okay, and when I received that message, I just kind of sat straight up in my bed, and I'm like, what? Because people, I met Shakina. I met her when I went to Gambia. See, that was one thing Crazy used to try to do. He used to take me around. He thought I was this really nice lady, which I am a really nice lady. So he would take me around. He wanted people to meet me. So Shakina was one of the people he took me to meet, right? So we went to her business. We were hanging out one day. Her business is near where Quasi lives. And she also knows Quasi. Quasi knows her very well. So we're going to have him come on here and talk, but I don't think this was a good time because of the time difference. But I'm going to contact him tomorrow and see when I can get him to come and tell what he knows about Miss Shakina. So we were just hanging out one day, and he said, "Okay, I want you to meet somebody." So I'm like, "Okay," because he had been taking me to meet different people, and the people he was introducing me to were really cool people. So we went in there, and I didn't realize this was the lady that Unapologetic Negro Opinion had did this stories on, this expose on about this her and this couple in Canada who said that she didn't complete the land deal and she blocked them. Okay, I didn't realize this was her until it might have been after we left or sometime while I was talking to her. But when I was there, she was a very nice lady. We talked about what she did in Gambia, and she showed me that she was helping people. There was a lot of people who enter into bad land deals, okay? And she would help them. She would help them get out of these bad land deals, and she would help them get their land back. One of her things that she did is that she went to court with them. Okay, she would go to court with them, and she would help them understand Gambian law. She would help them understand their rights, and in the court system. And she was just explaining all this to me, like what she did. And I thought she was a really neat lady. I thought, this is really good for her to do this. I know she can't be making a lot of money doing this, but still she's coming here, she's giving back to her community, and this is what she's doing. So we stayed for I don't know how long, in there. And we were supposed to go back. We finally left, and then we were supposed to go back. But when you go to Africa, at least when I go, I'm around there's a lot of people who want to see me and that I interact with. So sometimes I don't get to make it back. So unfortunately, I couldn't make it back to visit with her, like I had promised, because I promised her I was going to come back because we really had a good time. We really had a good time just sitting and talking and just sharing information. So when I saw that message, I was just like, what? this can't be her. This can't be her because I'm like, what did this lady do to anybody? For her to be missing. So after that, it went on for a couple of more hours, this story of missing. Then I started getting emails, y'all. Okay. Then I got an email that said, I think I made a post. Okay. And I said, I asked, was this true? Did people know if this is true or not? So then I start getting email responses. People were emailing me. Okay. And this is one of the emails. And this is why I'm telling you these people, sisters, this sister building in the Gambia group, another undercover sister international group, they don't share information. So they knew she was missing. They knew she was missing. But did they tell us? No, they didn't tell us. They feel like we don't need to know. They feel like they need to control all the information. They don't tell you these things. These are things that the public needs to know. If a 60-year-old woman goes missing in the Gambia, we need to know that. And how dare you hold on to that information? We could have put that information out. We could have put all that information out. You don't know what could have been the result if you would have let us put that information out in a timely manner. But you decided we don't need to know. So let me show y'all. This is what else I got. This is what I woke up to. No, I didn't wake up to this. I'm sorry. This was that was sent to me. Okay. So it says it has been confirmed she has been found and she is no longer in the realm of the living. So for her to be found, that means that these broads knew she was missing. But did they tell us? And look at the timestamp, 8:32. Okay. This stuff didn't come out to the media and all over YouTube until like the afternoon. The afternoon. Then she said, did they say that this is them having their little conversations like they do? Did they say where they found her? Was her car having issues? And who was she last seen with? Okay. This person didn't answer. Well, she said she was found out. Hold on, y'all, gonna make this bigger. She was found in an area near where her house was. Oh, wait a minute. She was built in a well. That was what she was told to me over the phone. I have no other information. The Banjul police is involved. So this person says that she was told that she was got a phone call and she was told that she was found in a well near her property. Okay, and that the Banjul police is involved. So my question to these chicks, and I went on to Sisters International webpage, not webpage, their channel, to ask them this. You know, why didn't you involve us when, this first happened? When you knew this lady was missing, when you knew Shakina was missing, because you clearly knew she was missing, why didn't you turn to YouTube? Why didn't you turn and post this all on your channel then? I don't understand that. That's what I don't understand. Why do you didn't even wait till she passed away. You saw everybody else saying something about it. I went on your channel and told you to email me, and then I noticed you post about it. But you guys clearly knew about it. Wait, you knew when she was missing. We don't find out till 2 days later to when they find the body. Are y'all serious? This is how y'all play over there? This is how y'all play with people's lives over there? So those are that's the information. That's how I found out. Okay, was through emails. And then there's another one, but I'm gonna take y'all comments because I want y'all to see. I don't have to make up lies, and I don't have to go surfing on other people's channel to get information. I don't do that unless it's somebody like credible or reliable. But just some other YouTube person, no, I'm not doing that. For what? Um, this person says, check out the Fatu Network. Your name has been mentioned in the comments. mentioned on a comment. Oh, okay. For Black says, hey, for Black, how you doing? She says, hi, Kiki. And she tells everybody hit the like button. Stephanie says hi. And for Righteous is telling Stephanie hi. So, yes, you're very welcome for whatever you're telling me. Thank you for. Thank you, Stephanie. Yeah, it was a very painful exit. And it was not only was it a painful exit, it was a degrading exit. It was to degrade her. And I'm like, why? What was that all about? What was that all about? But all that did was make us realize that this was personal. That this was somebody who hated her. This was past I don't like you. This was I hate you. And I hate everything about you. Which, like Aphrodite said, which is going to make it easy to figure it out. Because all you got to do is, like he said, look through the phone. Who was the last person she talked to? Who was the person she talked to? Contact that person. Who was her enemies? Who are these people? Who was she feuding with? Who was she going to court with? Because, see, that's what she did. She went to court with people. So who was she? And these were people who were in land disputes. That's what you got to understand. She was helping the people who were in the land disputes, people. She was also ahead of this repatriation association. She also started that. So this was not somebody that people didn't know in the Gambia. This was not a nobody. No, this was not. This was somebody everybody knew. Everybody knew her. Everybody knew her. And you think somebody don't know what's happening, what happened to her? Yeah, they know. They know, and guess what? When it's more than one person that knows, guess what they're gonna do? Talk, 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 talk. Somebody's gonna start talking. And that's what we need to let them know. When you start talking, we're gonna start listening. So please feel free to talk to me. Because how does this person sleep at night? How do you sleep at night? Whoever did this to her. Or whomever. It could have been more than one person. We don't know. We don't know. But Shakina was little. She was a little woman. You didn't have to do all that. You did not have to do all of that. But like he said, this was and I don't believe, but I don't believe this was a repat. I'm trying to get this hair on my face, y'all. I don't believe this was a repat who did this. I think they need to follow the money. I think the money is going to tell them who is behind this. That's what I think. I think that's what's going to tell them. Follow the paper trail. Who was she arguing with? Who had the most to gain from this? Because who's helping those people now? It was a lot of people. It was stacks of paper. Y'all should have seen them. And these were like the people she had to go to court with like right away. There was other drawers full of papers of people who had got scammed and they needed help, and that's what she was doing. This says Sharon L. Coomer, U.S. Okay, diaspora. What is that? Okay, the U.S. Embassy. Uh-huh. Is that their address or something? Is that what you're saying? Okay, thank you. I think we used that. I think we got the address on my channel, though. I think I got it on my community page. Yes, Miss Yolanda said the deaths are getting out of hand. Yeah, the deaths are really out of hand, and this one was just too really, really just. It was nothing like I've ever seen, nothing that I've ever read, nothing that except for the ladies in Ghana. And remember what their issue was? A land dispute. Remember what they did to the two sisters? How they chopped them up, stabbed them up. Remember that? That was a land dispute. And what was Shakita talking about? What was she fighting for? What was she helping people with? Land disputes. Land disputes. Let's talk about that. I can hear, oh yeah, it is, y'all. It is. Because I was at work when I found out, yeah, and I turned around in my chair because I didn't want nobody to see me crying, and it was like the big teardrops. It wasn't the little skinny ones. It was like those big, heavy teardrops. And it was just like my heart was hurt. My heart was really hurt because you think, okay, this is going to stop now. We talked about this. We done brought all this to light. This is going to not happen no more. And then it happened again. And it happened like less than a week. And it happened like this. To like send a message that this lady ain't nothing. And her life meant nothing. You put her in a suck away? Well, what? Her face was bashed in. I'm going to show y'all. I got an email from somebody who wrote me. She said her friend was a part of the search party. And this is what he said she looked like. She was in a suck away. They threw dirt on top of her. And her face was smashed in, one side of her face. Now you did this to somebody who's 60 years old, who's 60 years old, who was an elder in your community, somebody who deserves respect. And this is what you did to her. Okay. 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 Yeah. Yes. Hold on, y'all. Yes. This is what you did to her. And I know one thing about Africans, y'all. They believe in God. They believe in God way more than we believe in God. So y'all know what? Whoever was in on this, and I don't, and this is where me and Afro Damas disagree. I don't believe that it was some repats who were, or I don't know who he said it was, but some foreigners. I don't believe the foreigners, because we ain't gonna say repats, because they might not be on the ground. They may be on the ground. We don't know. But I think it was foreigners involved in this. I do. And I do believe that this is just my opinion, y'all. This isn't factual. This is what I think and what I feel. What I think and what I feel, okay? I think they paid somebody to do this. I think they paid somebody to do this, okay? I think some foreign person with some money paid somebody to do this. And this is what I think and feel. Remember, it's not factual. It's based on the facts that I've seen. Not seen, but what I've read. Oh, I did see them. I seen them. There were images also. But I didn't see images of her body. So from what I've read, this was personal. This wasn't just, I want your money. I want to come to America. Just, I'm going to give you some special seasoning and you just going to go to sleep. No, no, not by any means. This was personal. This was, I don't like you. As a matter of fact, I hate you. And I want you out of here. Either you're messing up my money or you messed up my money. It's one of the two. And I'm just keeping it 100. I'm telling you what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling from what I've been told and what I've been showed. And I told you, times is hard in the Gambia. It's hard. Money is tight over there. Money is tight all over Africa right now. Everywhere you look, they having trouble in Africa. You think it's just the Africans affected by it? You think the Nigerians are the only ones affected by what's going on in Nigeria? You think the Gambians are the only ones affected by what's going on in the Gambia? You think the Senegalese are the only ones affected by what's going on in Senegal? You think the Malayans are the only ones affected by what's going on in Mali? It's all throughout the region. It's all throughout the region. So you think that black people, black Americans, or black British people got some kind of special power where they're not affected by that? No. Everybody's being hit in the mouth right now. Everybody. Now, that's what I think. That's what I think. Now, a vulnerable older lady who needed protection, who would do this? Exactly. FB profiler would say exactly. I know. Thank you. What you're saying, someone was very, very angry with this lady. This was personal. I'm telling you. I know. I know. I know. This was personal. And they're going to get this person. They're going to get this person. Trust me. It's just a matter of time. They're going to get this person because they're going to start talking. Because more than one person is involved with this. More than one person. Money had to change hands. Money had to change. There's a paper trail. Money had to be exchanged for this. Ain't nobody doing this for free, and not no African. And I said African. I didn't say Gambian because there's more than Gambians in the Gambia. The Gambia is full of foreigners, full of foreigners. So we don't know what nationality this person was, but it sure wasn't no foreigner. I'm telling you that. No, no. Mm-mm. I'm a foreigner. They don't move like that. They're going to pay because they know they can pay. In Africa, you got the money, honey, you can have whatever you want. And that's real. You can have whatever you want. And this person knew it. This person knew it. But they better have a lot of money because now they're going to have to keep paying. Keep paying to keep this silent. You're going to have to keep paying and keep paying. It's going to take a lot of hush money for this one. This lady, SHAKINA CHINEDU, was involved in land scamming her own people in the diaspora. She scammed Canadian Jamaican couples for over $19,000 just a few months ago. Well, actually, that was about 3 years ago. And guess what? I'm going to talk about that. We're going to do what I always do. We're going to put all the facts on the table. Yeah, we're going to put all the cards on the table because you don't realize what you're saying. Every time you say this, you're implicating this Canadian couple. Do you realize that? You can't possibly realize that. So why would you keep saying that? You said that once. I told you, okay, we're going to check it out. Now, is there something else you want to say about it? I told you we were going to check it out. Now, if I don't check it out, then you should come back and say, well, Kiki, you said you was going to check it out, but you didn't check it out. So I told you I was going to do it. And I've been doing it. I've been paying attention to the videos. I've been looking at the videos. And actually, that person you're talking about, they actually left me a comment of what happened. Yeah, they left the whole transcript in the comment section for me, under Kiki Loves Nigeria, because they wanted me to know what happened. So I got it. I'm on it. Just give me time. Because we're going to make a video about it. Because there's no reason to hide this. Because if this is what she was doing, this is more proof. This person's angry. But I'm not going to say it was this couple. Scammers don't just scam one time. Scammers scam. That's what they do. So I'm going to present everything like I always do. I presented everything about Veronica. I presented everything about Audrey. I presented everything I had about Beverly. I presented everything about Anja. So why wouldn't I present this Gambia Global TV? Why wouldn't I present this? Why would I leave this out? Why would I act like that this didn't happen? Why? I don't have anything to hide. My job is just to present the information. You do with it what you want to. But we're going to talk about that because I'm going to do a whole series on her. Just like I've done on all the other ladies, I'm going to do the same for her because she deserves it. Because people keep on bringing that up. And I've already written the lady. I've already wrote Miss Karen. And I've asked Miss Karen for an update because I told Miss Karen that you all want to know. Can you please give me an update? Did you ever get your money back, ma'am? Did you ever get your money back? I'm waiting for my response. As soon as I get the response, I'm going to show you guys, okay? But I'm on it. Trust me. I'm going to put all the cards on the table just like I always do. I'm not going to hide anything. I'm not going to play anything because this person took this lady's life and you took her life in a most disrespectful way. You threw her where waste goes? Are you kidding me? And this lady was an intellectual. I sat and talked to this lady. This wasn't a nobody. Even if it was a nobody, I don't care. You don't throw a human in the waste dump, in a suckaway pit. You don't do that. And whatever God you serve, they're not pleased with that. They're not pleased with that. They're not pleased with that. And all of this is going to be revealed. All of it. All of it. All of it. All of it will be revealed. You disrespected this woman's body. Threw her away. She did a lot for gain. She did. She did. I sat there. I sat there. And I'm not too entertained by people. I'm just gonna keep it real, y'all. It takes a lot to keep my attention. I'll pretend like I'm listening, but I ain't really listening. So for me to sit there and be entertained and listening to you and learning from you, I sat there with this woman and Quasi had to tell me, come on, Kiki, let's go. Come on, Kiki, let's go. Because I was learning so much. And I was like, oh my God, she was showing me she did this with the association and what she's doing for the repatriation movement. And just how she talked about Africa, how her eyes would light up, how she believed in this movement. She believed in this movement. How she was going to court for these people. She was explaining the law to these people, helping them. And it was a stack. It wasn't one or two cases, y'all. It was like this big, like books. And I said, what is that? She said, oh, those are my cases that I got to go help people this week. And I was like, really? She was like, yeah, Kiki. There was a lot of land scamming going on. And people don't understand their rights. So along with that, she was doing the repatriation stuff. But then there's also, again, the scamming allegations. So that's why I contacted the person who accused her. I contacted them. Now let's see if she writes me back. Because see, we never know if it gets resolved. We don't know that. Do they come back and give us an update? Did anybody from Invest Relocate Africa who got their money back? Did any of them come back and tell us they got their money? No. But some of them did. Some of them did. None should be going over there. Now, this person says, Peacemaker says nobody should be going over there. Yeah, it's just you gotta. I don't even know what to say, y'all. It's just bad now. It look. Yeah, thank you, thank you. Now, when we y'all know when we all get together and we all thinking like we done figured it out. We done figured it out. You ain't pulling this on us. We ain't stupid. We know when we see it. We know it when we see it. And then you gonna disrespect the body? That's to send a further message. Don't mess with me. You shouldn't have did what you did to me. Come on. We ain't supposed to know that though, right? We not supposed to put that together. That this was paid for. We supposed to think what? What are we supposed to think? That this was just what? What are we supposed to think? Because you probably watching. You probably watching. Trying to figure out is anybody on to you. But you should have known I was gonna be on to you. You should have known that. You should have known I was gonna be on to you. You should have known that. Whoever you are, you should have known that. You probably was praying, please. Don't let her find out. Don't let her get on it. A lot of that I asked for in the game, yes. Unusually quiet, like church mice. Say nothing. But they could go out for the GoFundMe. They went out for that Jerry Lewis telethon. They all was out for that. All of them. But something like this, no, we ain't talking about this. Because they know what it is too, and they don't want it done to them. Because if this was just a random, just like people want to say that this was just Gambians versus Black Americans, look at Black Acres. They sitting out there in the middle of nowhere with little to no protection. There's no gates around there. Anybody can just march onto that land whenever they want to. What are those dogs going to do? They can spray those dogs with that sleeping stuff. The dog going to go to sleep. So if there was this big war that was going on, why wouldn't they attack them? They're right there in the middle of nowhere. In the middle of, and they're elderly and sickly. But nothing's done to them. No. So it doesn't make sense. You would see random skirmishes between the two groups constantly. You would constantly see these random skirmishes jumping up. You don't see that. You don't see that. These women who we talk about on here were unalive. You need to watch the videos and you'll see what happened to them and why it happened to them instead of coming and just lying to people. I don't know why people are doing this, y'all. I don't know why they're trying to make it seem like it's some kind of war because it's not. That's why they're keeping quiet because they're just lying. They're trying to figure out what lie to tell next. Okay. There is also a bitter envy among the Black British community. There is Juliet of Black Sit Camp, Shakina. Oh, she to Shakina's group, Camp Sisters International Camp, and etc. Well, see, that's I don't know about that because I don't know. I just know when I met Shakina, Shakina was very cool. This lady was super cool. She was down to earth. She was like, Kiki, let me show you this. Kiki, let me show you that. We sat there, we talked. She explained things that I didn't know. And these other groups, I don't get that vibe from them. The same vibe that I had got from Shakina. Shakina, like I said, is to me, she is a person who believes in community in every sense of the word. In every sense of the word. Okay. That's the vibe I got from her. From what she was showing me, it was all about community with her. So, this infighting, I believe it. I believe it, because it's they all got want to be a star. They all have this star, where they want to be the star and they want to be in front of the camera and they want to be the one calling the shots and they want to be the one in charge of all the information and they want to control the information. That's why they got all these little groups, but can't tell us none of them. That's why this happens. But Shakina was the one who was smart. Shakina was the one, the intellectual of the group. She was the intellectual. She was the one that was smart. She was the one who knew how to talk. She was the one who knew how to walk. Look at her videos if you don't believe me. This woman had an audience. People were listening to her. And if you don't think somebody over there was jealous of that attention that woman was getting, you better think again. You don't know Africa and you don't know African. You don't know black people. Let me put it like that. Black people. Because this wasn't even a black American lady. This was a UK lady. You don't know black people. Jealousy will be everywhere. Let one person, one black person, start doing better than another person. If those people are insecure, they're gonna turn on each other like the day, like I'm sitting in this stool, sitting on this chair. They're gonna turn on each other. You watch what I tell you. You watch what I tell you. That was nothing but jealousy. Jealousy. And you think y'all know I'm gonna be, y'all know, please join my letter writing campaign. Because that's what we've been doing. We're writing letters to the U.S. Embassy about Aja. We're now asking them to investigate her passing away in the Gambia. And now we're writing letters to the British Embassy about Shakina. Yeah. And how we suspect this is foul play and why. That's why I want to present y'all the facts. So y'all can write y'all letters boldly. And y'all can feel sound in y'all decision to write y'all letters because y'all know, oh, I've seen the facts. I've seen the facts. Y'all need to check this out. Y'all need to check this person out. Y'all need to go here. Y'all need to go there. The police said they need help. Let us know if you got any information. And you think I'm not gonna let them know if I get some information. You know I'm gonna let them know. You know I'm going to let them know. Everything I figure out, I'm going to let them know. And I'm gonna write that British embassy. You know I'm gonna do that too. So that's what I'm saying. Whoever you people are, because it's more than one person. This is people. Whoever you people are, it's just a matter of time. Because another thing, her family jumped on it real quick. They jumped on it real quick. They got the embassy involved real quick. See, they're not playing like the American people was doing, playing. They still playing. They ain't contacting nobody yet. Still believe in Sisters International. Still believe in all these chicks over there trying to raise money instead of looking at the facts. And the fact is, we got to make noise. We have to make noise. We have to. And how do we make noise? We write that embassy. We keep writing that embassy. We all write that embassy. We write that embassy and we ask them to please investigate this. Please investigate this. Please do not let this lady's death be in vain. Please. This lady was a good person. She was a good person. All she talked about when I was in her office was everything she was doing for this Gambian repat community and how much she believed in this repatriation movement. My heart goes out to you. You've been on top of this from the start. Yeah. Oh, thank you. Yeah, and it's just unfortunately it's just draining. It drains you because you connect with these women. You can't tell somebody's story and don't connect with them, especially this type of story, because people cannot rest when they're not in peace. How can they have peace when they passed away traumatically? How? You can't rest in peace when you didn't pass in peace. How does that go together? You're gonna rest in peace, but I didn't pass in peace? No, no. They know they've been unalive. They know something happened to them. They know it all. People are energy. Energy cannot be destroyed. Look it up. You just transform. You just transform. Michelle says, I feel the same way. I'm not sure if I feel safe to return or maybe just stay in a resort. Yes, not by yourself, not in a house. I have land, but I may decide to sell it if I see another woman. And please, if you go to the land, Michelle, please don't go by yourself because that's what she did. Please, somebody say, okay, I'm going to meet you out there and I'm going to show you this. Don't do that. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. Don't go. And then think about it, Miss Michelle. Is it worth it? Is it really worth it? Building something on the land. You know, think about all of that. Think about all of that. It's just dangerous right now. Everything got to cool down a little bit. It's just too hot. Like the kids say, it's hot right now. It's hot in the Gambia. Okay, was involved in land scamming just like Juliet, a Blackfoot. They duped their own people in the diaspora, but nothing to do with indigenous Gambians. Okay, but I've only seen one case of that. Do you have some more? Can you give me some more names so I can contact more people? Because I see the one lady, like I said, Karen, and I've contacted her. But if you give me some more names, I'll gladly research them. But, you know, that's just not how I operate. I don't just say accuse people of things without a receipt. Okay? So, where's the receipt? I heard all the outrage about Miss Juliet. I hear that constantly. But I seen like video. I did see some. I've been watching videos by UN about Shakina and this with the Karen lady, and I contacted Karen, but I haven't heard back from Karen. Karen was 3 years ago. We don't know whether that case was resolved. We don't know what happened with that. So we need to find out, see if we can find out more. Okay. So if you can give me more names or more information, because if this was truly the case, if she truly was involved in land scamming with repats in the Gambia, are you trying to imply that somebody from abroad paid somebody to do this? What are you trying to say, Global Gambia, Global TV? Just say what you're trying to say, okay? So we can check that angle out because that's what we're doing. No angles are wrong right now. We're just all trying to figure it out together. It seems like yes, it was a lot of envy and jealousy. It was a lot of envy and jealousy, and there's a lot of envy and jealousy all over West Africa, all over there. You got to be careful the people you be around. Too many from the diaspora are deep into land scams. Yeah, yeah, but we need to be able to prove what we're saying. You know what I mean? We got to be able to prove this. Ebony says, I was definitely a crime of passion. Yeah, it was. Honey, we could see that. I don't know why they thought we wasn't going to see that. I don't know why whoever thought about this, they should have said them people on YouTube when they find out, they going to be all over this. They going to be all over this. We going to figure it out. Excuse me. We going to write the embassy. We going to write their embassy. We going to write the whatever police email we got and tell them this is what we think happened. This is exactly what we going to do. I suspect yeah, she knew the person or persons involved. Yes. I also understand she was unalived elsewhere, then dumped on her property, brutally all around. See, I haven't heard that it was elsewhere. I haven't heard that part. I haven't heard that part yet. Nobody's written it. Can you tell us where you got that from, Miss Ebony? How did you hear that part? Here's JJ. JJ, what you say? Definitely. See, we all know. You thought you was gonna pull. You thought you was gonna pull this over on us. You could have never thought that. We figured it out. We figure them all out. We figure them all out. All we got to do is put our thoughts together and we figure them out. Definitely jealousy and hate is the root of this. It's obvious. It's obvious. It's obvious that's what happened here. Nobody is stupid here. Everybody knows what's going on. Anybody can see this. God is good. They are. They're gonna pay for this. They are. And see, they're gonna tell on each other. Just watch, y'all. They're gonna tell on each other. Because they're gonna go back to this person for money. Okay? This person's gonna get tired of being used for money. You said she was found in a well. They said a well in one article, okay? In a well. Remember the guy told me he had a dream about a person in a well? My friend emailed me and told me he had a dream about a person in a well and to be careful. Well, first they said it was a well. And then they said the person wrote me and said it was a suckaway. Let me pull that up here for you. Someone wrote me because their friend was one on the search committee. Because I guess people were volunteering to go look for her body. Well, not look for her body, but to go look for her. So they're doing all this, but nobody's told us on YouTube. We could have put the word out on YouTube. So she says, this person emailed me and said, my friend in the Gambia was out looking for her. SHAKINA CHINEDU's body was found in a suckaway, and it was covered in dirt. Also, her face was bashed at one side. So that's what I was told. I wasn't told that she was found, and her body was brought someplace else. And these are emails, people. These are people telling me this. This isn't something that I'm making up, Aphrodite. Remember the two American ladies, yes, excuse me, who were unalived in Ghana, who went to, thank you, who went to court and won a land dispute, turned up unalived after winning it. This is serious right here. This is serious. This is very serious. Very serious. This lady, this is what she did, people. If you were one of those people who bought land when everybody was running over there buying land and getting scammed, she was one of the people, she was the only person I knew in the Gambia who was helping you. Wait a minute, y'all. She was helping you get your money. She was helping you get your money. She was helping you get your land. She was helping you with all of that. Okay? She was the only one that I knew who was doing that. Okay? And so y'all think we're supposed to believe that didn't have nothing to do with it? We supposed to just act like, oh, that didn't happen, right? We're supposed to act like that's not what she was doing over there, right? We're supposed to go back to this land scam that unapologetic Negro Peon talked about, and that was 3 years old. But we're going to talk about it because y'all know me. I'm going to go look through all of it. I've been looking through all of it. I've been looking through all of it. I've been reading through the message that Miss Karen posted in my comment. So posted the comment to me so I could read it, and I've been reading it. And I'm going to make a video. Y'all know I'm going to show y'all everything. We're going to do a whole series like we always do. We're going to backtrack and we're going to try to figure this out. We're going to try to figure this out because he keeps saying that, I don't know if it's a man or a woman, but Gambia Global TV keeps saying that it's this couple in Canada. Yeah, this is getting to be too much. Honey, it's way too much. It's just way too much. But what do? We can't stop doing it. We can't stop talking about it. We can't just let it go. We can't just act like it didn't happen. We can't do that. Somebody got to fight for these women, y'all. Somebody got to do this. And possibly targeting those they see as vulnerable the same way. Somebody got to do it. Because if nobody will, if I'm telling you, if you don't have somebody at the table, your voice is not going to be heard, y'all. And I'm telling you the honest to God truth. If your voice is not at the table, your voice is not being heard. And you should see the media coverage about the two sisters in Ghana who were unalived. They were unalived too in a land dispute. That's on my channel too. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Because I get outraged. I get outraged when I look up these stories, and then I go to YouTube and I'm like, what? Ain't nobody talking about this? There's only one story in print about it. So this lady lost her whole life, and nobody thought enough. No, I couldn't believe it. So I said, okay, so I'll make the video. I'll make the video. Not only will I make one video, I'm gonna make a series. I'm gonna make a series so people can learn all about you. They'll learn all about you. What do you want them to know? And then I start getting information about what they want them to know. And okay, we talked about that. That they might be targeting vulnerable people, but this was not just a random act of violence. This was not. This was, I know this person. I don't like this person. The Black British community in Gambia is at war over land dealings. Juliet is in her camp, etc. So see, that's important. That's why we got to look at this. We got to look at all of this because you can't. That's why I'm saying the landscape. This land dispute stuff is totally different from the land scamming stuff. Okay, so this is two different things. This is two different things. And the third thing, helping the people, helping other people get their with their land disputes. Also, that's what she did. Someone who knew her very well said on Facebook they've got someone in custody. Believed it to be a workman or meeting for all returnees were held today. Okay, good. Okay, good. Told you they was gonna catch this person. Told you. Did they say why the workman did it at Miss Empath London? Did they say why? I'm just glad they caught the person. I knew they was gonna catch him. I was there when it happened to the two sisters. Oh God, so sad. Yeah, elderly women, and they waited for the second sister to come back. They waited after they unalived the first one. Y'all, they waited for the other one to come home. I couldn't believe it. I said, "Oh, this," and then guess what? They got the house after that. They were sitting in the house. She was discovered with wounds to her head, so likely blunt force trauma could be a domestic matter with a lover or an ex-lover gone wrong, or something involving an employee or a land issue. Because y'all know what? Those people who were around her working at her house, you couldn't trust them because one of them sent a video of her house to the Negro pen. I don't know. No, I don't know if they sent it to him. I shouldn't say that. They probably sent it to somebody else who sent it to him. But I'm like, so you can't even trust these people at her house because I'm gonna show y'all the video. Yeah, yeah. So this you couldn't trust these people around her. That was one thing I said. You can't trust these people around her. If he's secretly somebody's secretly recording videos, why are you doing that? 3 years ago, because somebody gave you some money to do that. So let's see what the workman's story is. Let's see what the workman's story is, y'all. But we're gonna have to wait for the news media to come out because honey, they ain't gonna tell us nothing. Sharon L. Cromer is a Black American who is an ambassador. Oh yeah, she. Okay, thank you. Okay, thank you so much. Um, so let's see what happens with that. But until then, we're just gonna keep on going. We're gonna keep telling the story. Oh, thank you. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to click past it. Thank you so much. So until then, we're just gonna keep telling the story. What kind of police detective agencies do they have in the Gambia? Will anyone there investigate it? Well, they said somebody said on Facebook they had a workman in custody, but he was probably there. They probably asking him questions. What does he know? Like I don't know. They're just questioning. I don't know. They don't want to protest because they want to be able to. Oh, is that what it is? So they want to. So they want to live there at any risk. They don't want anything to disrupt what they have. Oh my God. Oh wow. That's why it keeps happening there. That's why it keeps happening. You don't have to protest. I'm talking about protest the Gambian government. Protest your local embassy. Fatine says, Breakpack ladies avoid dating much younger men almost by most if you want unions very close to your age, especially in Africa. Messing around with young men is also greatly frowned upon. There, thank you for your advice, Fatine. Thank you for your advice. Mm, okay, and this person says, Healing Heart says, Intel, she was deleted by a male from another West African country. See, not Gambian. I knew it. A workman who knew her for years stole money. Oh, what happened? Oh no. Please don't tell me that. I'd rather it be the repat. I'd rather it be the foreign person paid the money. I'd rather it be that than somebody she trusted like the repat, like this worker. The workman who knew her for years stole money from her. The male from yeah, I figured it. I knew it was an African, but I didn't. Oh yeah. This lady was given all she had to make Gambia a place for us to go to. She wasn't just helping UK people; she was helping all people. And to know, to I just this is too much. This is too much. You can't trust nobody. I told y'all. I told y'all. If you're not married to somebody over there and he handling all the business, you can't be doing nothing over there like this. Nothing. They believe in God, but a lot of they also believe in God and root. Yeah, they do. He stole money from her. I live in London and it happens to those waiting to buy and build in the Caribbean. See, I know. There was a couple in the Caribbean who returned to the Caribbean. And I was going to talk about them, but I got caught up with the Gambia stories. And both of them were unalive. They were an older couple. It was so sad. They moved back there, and they were from there. He was from there. He was from there. Decided I want to go back and I want to live, in Jamaica. I think it was Jamaica. And they unalived him and his wife. Him and his wife. This is worse than I thought. If it was something like, but wow. If I was her family, I would hire a private investigator. Also, can't the local Gambian repat community step in to hire to ask for financial support for her? So much of Pan Africanism unity. Well, I'm trying to get a private investigator, but the one that I was trying to hire, she's not there. She's not in Gambia right now, and I'm trying to see if we can find another one, someone else to come in and get us some answers. Yeah, to come in and get us some answers. So she knew this dude for years. So this she trusted him. See, that's what we said: private, up close, and personal. Don't worry, yeah, that just sound like their turn is coming. I told you I wasn't going to take long because all they're going to do is get the phone, see who she called, who she talked to last. They're going to go contact that person, and if that person's story don't add up, oh, it's you, or you got something to do with it. Either you got something to do with it, or you knew somebody who did it, and you didn't say nothing about it. That hurt bad. Looking. Oh, thank you. Well worth the effort. Thank you. Yeah, this is terrible. This is worse than I thought. Because these are people, but somebody said these are people. We all said that though. Mm. Because how could they get her out there? She was going out there. She wasn't going to just go out there by herself. She was going to go out there and meet somebody. She was going out to her land, to her property. It wasn't finished. And if they're secretly taking videos and sending them to people, you can't trust these people. Gambians are very peaceful people. They must, the most they do is petty crime and burglaries. The murder is definitely from another West Africa. I told you, I knew that. So what? So did they work together? What did they have to do with? See, they're probably questioning the worker, the workman, because he probably stayed there, y'all. Women need to stop going over there anywhere near there. Period. Until it calmed down. It just got to calm down. It just went crazy. It just went crazy in the Gambia. It went nuts. If she was been scamming people the land deals, she would be putting herself in danger. Yes. That's why we're going to look at that too. That's why we're going to look at all of this. We're going to look at all of it. We're going to look at all of it. Yes, we're going to look at all of it if you're doing that. We're going to look at all of that. But it's hard to believe that she's land scamming and she's doing all this stuff in the repat movement. Like how you being a land scammer and meeting with people in the Congress. How are you doing that? It didn't make sense to me. She didn't even present like a scammer. Scammers are in court. They don't run to the court. They don't go to court. They don't spend most of their time in the court. It seemed like her job there was spending most of her time in the court. Scammers don't do that. So that's why I said we're going to check it out and we're going to see. But at the same time, we can't be governed by fear. The more these issues are heightened, they are exposed and hopefully they will lead to change. They will. Exactly. They will lead to change. That's how you get the change. You expose them. You demand change. You don't stop going. You don't stop going, but you demand change. You say that's how you get the change. I go there. I go there and I want to feel safe going there. And this has got to happen for me to continue to go there and feel safe. And that's important. Uh, Miss Nurse says, hi, I just came in. Is the family having a private investor? Uh, we don't know. They didn't say that. They haven't said that yet. But I know they contacted the embassy and they want an investigation. So I'm sure they are. Hey, Mr. Jordan. So I'm sure they are. Her family seems to be really on this. Hey, Starburst, someone or someone's having released a spirit of unaliving against middle-aged diaspora women. And that's terrible. These, like I was telling my son, these are grandmas. These are mimis. These are nanas. They may not look like it, but they are. Our kids are grown. They probably don't have kids. This is what you're doing to them? Hmm. And you think you're going to have a prosperous life? You think your life is going to go well? No, it's not. It's not. It can't. My spirit has never taken a Juliet from blacks. There's something that's off about her. I just know Miss Shakina, when I met her, she has a really nice spirit. She's a really nice person. She has charisma and she's very intelligent. Yes, I got the same from her video. She's very intelligent and she just, she makes you want to learn more. She makes you want to know more of what she's talking about. And see, they get jealous of charismatic people like that because they're not charismatic, you know? So Shakina's situation was the only one where there was physically harm. Yes, that we know of. The others either passed in the hospital. Well, the only one that supposedly passed at the hospital, but we still don't know what hospital, and we still haven't had no proof it was at a hospital, was Anja. Okay, the other ones were all found uh, unresponsive in their home Three of them were found with the doors open and unresponsive, and the doors open with signs of some kind of break-in. Yes, but we got to get information from these groups because they don't tell us what goes on over there. We have to sneak inside the group and get information that way. All those separate groups claiming to the same thing in order to control their own record scam. Exactly, allegedly. That's why. Exactly. Because they all got their own little thing going on. Their own little scam going on. And they want, hush hush here and hush hush there. That's why they don't want no information given out like that. That's why they're not giving out information like that. That's why they're not trying to give out information like that. Like so you're talking about I'm mad because I don't want there. I'm not in their group. I'm not in the. I don't want to be in your group. Look what happens to people in your group. I don't want to be nowhere near your group. I don't want to be nowhere near your group. This isn't no. The people in your group, ma'am, are not doing well. In case y'all notice, the people in your group, the women in your group, are not doing well in Gambia. Okay. Hello, Kiki. I'm glad you're keeping us updated on revealing the truth. Was almost compelled to donate to the GoFundMe. Yeah, that was ridiculous. Yeah, that's what they wanted to do, compel you. That's what I called it the Jerry Lewis telethon. That's what it reminded me of. So right about jealousy, I heard Black Age of the Gambia say he's jealous because some people in the Gambia got banana plants. And see, I'm so glad that the arrival quit making so yep, exactly. And he is jealous because he meant that. So he looking at that person who got banana trees and he looking at them with disdain in his heart saying, look at them. Why do they got banana trees and I don't? What makes them better than me? You see what I mean? Jealousy is real, y'all. Jealousy, and when people get jealous, they send out negative energy your way. That's not exactly what he said. You are on this to quote. Okay, tell us, Carrie, what did he say? Tell us exactly what he said. Because you know I'm going to go look. You are misquote. What did he say then? It's not, did he quote him or did he might have paraphrased him. Sometimes you paraphrase him when you don't quote it. Exactly right. The way that she was found, it was done by local. Yeah. Who would wrap a woman up and dump her in a suckaway? Most diasporas don't even know what a suckaway is. Plus, in the middle of nowhere in a building, it was her house. And a suckaway, y'all, let me show y'all a suckaway because I didn't know. I had a feeling it was something to do with the sewer system because I hear Black Acres always, talking about they got to get theirs cleaned out. So I looked it up so y'all can see what it was. Let me switch down here. So I looked it up so y'all can see exactly what it was. Because we don't know what that is. That's why I knew it was somebody who was from there. And I don't know. I guess they thought they wasn't going to find her in there. So this is what it is. Let me enlarge this. So see, this is the ground. All right. And then it goes deep inside the ground. And then I thought it was normally something over it though. Like it's normally not like open like that. So a suckaway is a hole dug into the ground that is filled with coarse stone or rubble or plastic crates. It also is a water to filter through. So it's basically where water filters through. Okay, where the wastewater goes through, but it's like the water part of it. It's not the waste part of it. The solid waste, that's what I'm trying to say. They do not care because they're lawless compared to us. Well shoot, some of us don't care. The things we do over here, well, some of us don't care. We need to make this an example. Gambia Ashe Ashe says, yes, we should. All of these should be an example. Because until then, they're just going to keep on. Um, Her compound, no non-local would be with her. Her compound. So this was at her compound. She says, no, a non-local would be No non-local would be with her, she's saying. This is definitely a local that did this, like we said, y'all. But thank you, nurse, ready. Right. That's what we want to know. Who pulled the strings? Did somebody pull the strings? We want to, exactly. That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know. That's what we want to know. This was not no. We know this was not no foreign person. No. Mm-mm. But who pulled the strings? Exactly. Who pulled the strings? Thank you for covering this seriously and appropriately. Yes, because this is serious. This is serious. What's the difference between me and Shakina? What's the difference? What is the difference? What's the difference between me and Veronica? What's the difference between me and Aja? What's the difference between me and Mary? What's the difference between me and Beverly? What's the difference between me and Audrey? What's the difference between me and Danita? What's the difference between me and those ladies in Ghana? No, I'm not a fool. I know, but if it was not for the grace of God, it could have been me. If it was not for the grace of God surrounding me by people who looked out for me and who protected me, it could have easily been me. I've been messing around in Africa for too long now. For too long now. It could have easily been me. But I thank God I was always around people who truly loved me, who truly, truly loved me for me, truly loved me, and protect their whole mission when I was there was to make sure I was safe, to make sure I was happy, to make sure I was safe, to make sure I was protected. And I'm just so hurt that these women didn't have the same thing. I'm just so hurt that they didn't have that experience when they went to Africa. I'm so hurt that this is what happened to them when they went to a place that I love to go to. But this is what happened to them. No, I gotta say something. I gotta say something. My soul won't let me rest unless I do say something. No, sir, I'm not Gambian. No. Uh, hey, how you been, Miss Strickland? So yeah, we gotta say something. So I'm gonna go through some more comments, and then I wanna. Okay, well you be careful, Miss Gambia. Ashe, Ashe. All I gotta say is you be careful. Be careful how you move anywhere in Africa, for real. So sad that some are not inspired by others' gifts and abilities, but let jealousy, take over instead. Generally speaking, and not necessarily related to this case. Exactly, exactly. But I'm sure jealousy has something to do with this. Because they're very jealous if they think you got something, especially in Gambia. If they think you got something that they don't have, they get jealous. Especially if you got some kind of natural trait that God blessed you with, some natural ability. Oh, they gonna hate on you for days for that. And they calling, they call her a scammer. But somebody has said that, so we're gonna investigate that. I'm gonna do a video, and I'm gonna let y'all know. Had her, yeah, they did. Had her arrested. But let me tell y'all, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. Money, you can have people arrested in Africa. You can have them arrested. Here, that's a different thing. UK, that's a different thing. But in Africa, oh yeah, yeah, you can pay to have somebody arrested. Yes, you can. And I'm not lying. I don't have a reason to lie. And the African people on here will tell you, yes, if you got enough money and you got enough power, because money equals power. Money equals power. Because you got to remember, and I'm just going to keep it real. I told you I worked for the government when I was in Cameroon, right? The people, the government, Like here, the government of people get paid pretty good. But in Africa, it's the opposite. The government workers don't, a lot of them don't get paid regularly. So when the government workers don't get paid regularly, like the police and all the other court, and I don't know about the court people, but I know when I was in Cameroon, it was the police, it was the workers inside the justice hall, the city hall. None of those people got paid regularly. Okay. It had been like years since they had gotten paid. And I'm like, what? But no, they either don't get paid, or they don't get paid regularly, or they get paid very low wages that it makes corruption right amongst that group. And it's not that they want to be corrupt. Nobody wants to be corrupt, but they're not getting paid. And they have families. So it makes it easy for you to offer them money to do certain things, and they'll do it. Because to be honest, these people, if they do get paid, they're not getting paid that much. So the first thing you got to do is pay your police well. You have to pay your public servants well so you can limit corruption. That is the first thing. So that's so her being arrested, yes, she was arrested, but it doesn't surprise me. That just lets me know that whoever she's going up against, those people have money. Those people have money, those people have power, and she had to be extremely careful. So Chat Lives Matter says Global TV, Gambian Global TV has been spreading propaganda on every channel that mentions these women's deaths. Yeah, I noticed that. Why? I don't know. That's why I said I don't know. I don't know why this person would do that. Maybe you're on here, so maybe you could tell us why you think that's necessary, because you know these things you're saying are not exactly true. You said this scam she was involved with happened a couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago, and this was 3 years ago. Is there another one that you're talking about that we don't know about? Because if it is, please share that information with us so I can go and check it out. Because, like I said, I wrote Karen, let me check my email. Karen hasn't written me back yet. So, how do you know her issue hasn't been resolved? We don't know. We don't know. Because people will come and make a video and say you did something, but then they won't come back and say you didn't do it. They won't come back and say, oh, you got paid. Like the people, again, who got their money back from Invest Relocate Africa. Did they ever come and tell us they got their money back? No, they didn't. The man that they have arrested is from Sierra Leone. Now, he's the worker, or he's the one they think actually did it. Because, honey, they're going to start talking. So the person who's pulling the strings, they're going to get caught. No one deserves to be taken from the world. They have their, yes, they have their body dumped like a piece of, and this lady got kids. She got 3 kids. All these women, right, all of these women. The latest woman denotes foul play may have been used. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Even though they got somebody arrested, you think I'm going to get up? You think I'm going to lay up off of this? No, I'm not. I'm going to keep on pushing on, honey. I'm going to keep on. I'm going to make a whole series of videos about this, and I'm going to write that embassy. You think I'm not? You think I'm not? No. No. I got this whole weekend off and Monday. That's what I'm going to do. That's what my mission is. That's what I owe these ladies. Because you're right. Nobody deserved this. This was somebody's mother. Black women aren't protected. And no, and that's what the sad thing is. Because even here in the United States, we are unalived at alarming rates by intimate partners. That's another thing. It's always somebody you know. So I don't know whether the workman talked her into coming there and this other person was there to do the deed, but it's always somebody we know. It's never a stranger. No, it's somebody we know. And then also, we're unalived at alarming numbers in the United States. I don't know about UK, but we're also coming up missing. And ain't nobody saying nothing, and ain't nobody looking for us. Nobody. So I'm like, oh, okay, so this happens in Gambia, so it's just what? Business as usual. Let's just keep it business as usual, y'all. Let's just keep it the same. We don't look for them in the United States. What's the difference? Why should we get alarmed and go to Africa and look for them? We ain't looking for them over there. It's just another big mouth black woman gone, running her mouth too much, like they always do, talking too much about things that don't have nothing to do with them. Asia and white people own most of Africa. Wow. I don't know her, but when someone claims scamming, if death is the result of scamming, there will be many in Africa, honey. I know that's right. I know that's right. And it would be many from Africa and the U.S. and around the world who would be. And yes, I know that's right. And the law would survive. Exactly. So we're gonna look into it because if I don't, they're gonna keep on saying it. So let's just put it out there. I'm not gonna try to hide nothing. I'm not ashamed of that. I saw that. We're gonna look and see. We're gonna look and see. But did I pick up that from her, that woman when I sat in there with her and kicked it with her? No, I did not. I said, "Oh, this lady is an intellectual. Oh, this lady is really doing things over here. Oh, this lady is really getting this repatriation movement together." I enjoyed myself talking to her. That lady, Shakina, is somebody you can sit and talk to and learn from for hours. Rodney King says your name has been mentioned on the Fatu News Network. Mm. Was it mentioned in a good way or a bad way? That's the question. But thank you, Fatu News Network. So maybe the workman was having a relationship with her, but she didn't know. Not the workman, honey, not her. Oh no, not her. She ain't that type. No, no. See the type. If I can't find my equal, I'll go without. Okay, she was that type. She wasn't. I'm wounded. I'm going to the Gambia because I'm traumatized. I'm hurt. No, she was like, I'm going back to the Gambia because this is where I'm from and this is where I want to be and this is what I want to do. So no, she wasn't one of them that was going. No, not with the work. Not with the work. Maybe the president of the bank, you know, but not the work. Uh, but she didn't want it seriously, so he got in his feelings. It is personal. It is personal, but I think the workmen lured her out there. Now, remember, y'all, this is all what we think and what we feel. Okay, this isn't facts. We just going by the little facts we got, and we putting this story together and seeing what happens. All right, then I'm gonna go through the videos. I'm gonna go find everything I can. I've already been looking, and we're gonna put that together, and then I'm gonna show y'all what I found about the scam and stuff, so we can go through that, and then we can see about that. All right, so that's what we're gonna do. Because this was personal. This was up close and personal. This is the same community that was. Uh, I'm not gonna say that about their children. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna read that. I am not gonna read that one. Okay. Rodney King, why you keep saying that? You done said that like 3 times. Is there a reason you keep saying that? Tell me. Hey Q, how you doing? Oh, just watch the replay, honey. Okay, let's see. And these speculation are these speculation and facts being stated in this chat about scamming? That's what I'm about to tell you, JG. Okay, that's what we're going to do. Exactly. Exactly. We're going to go look at it. There's videos about it. The person gave me a whole letter, JG, that they wrote to Shakina, okay, about the situation. So I got it in there. The lady didn't mention scamming. She didn't say you scammed me, okay? What she said was you was taking too long to get back with me. I felt like you wasn't giving me enough information and you wasn't getting back with me in a timely manner, and it's been 9 months. So she didn't say you scammed me. She was saying she needed proof that this the land sale had went through. She did say that she had no proof of the day that this deal had went through. So we're going to look at that. I'm gonna present that to y'all, okay? So we can talk about it. But again, that was 3 years ago. What This was in the process of being resolved. There was attorneys involved in all of this. This was in the process of being resolved. Was it resolved? Why is this person, Gambian Global TV, bringing this Canadian couple even back into this? He's the one bringing these people back into this, saying that she owed them money, blah blah blah. But we're gonna bring them. We're gonna look at it and see. We're gonna look at it and see, because 3 years old. No, this ain't 3 years old. This is new, or this is a long time feud, but we done got into it again. We've been feuding off and on. Every time we see each other, we come. We get into it, but we ain't seen each other, or it's been laying low, but it done came to blows again. And I don't mean like physical. I mean like arguing. We done started. We arguing again. What does this say? All of these Gambian defenders think that it matters if the criminal. Right? It doesn't matter to us. It does not. It's about where these things are happening. Thank you. Right? It doesn't matter. We know, but they're because they're trying to. I don't know. I guess I'm sorry that it's happening in Gambia. I'm sorry that it's happening to this little small country. I'm sorry that you know people are scared to go to Gambia. I'm sorry, but I also know that the Gambian government is not going to let this go by like this. They're not going to let nothing impact their bottom line. And ultimately, this is going to impact their bottom line. And guess what? They're going to squash this. They're going to squash this. My friend told me, guess what? They're putting CCTV in the Gambia as we speak. Yes, CCTV, where they can watch everything you do and everywhere you go. Okay? Yeah. This is going to stop. This is part of development, people. This is the unfortunate part of development. Crime spikes just like this. It just go crazy. It go crazy because there's an influx of foreign currency, and you got to understand, you're foreign currency. Yes, that's what you are, foreign currency. So you're an influx of foreign currency. So that's what happens. Crime spikes, violent crime sometimes it spikes. Petty crime definitely spikes, but violent crime that usually spikes when there's uh, the GRUGS involved. And just like I showed y'all a couple weeks ago, that's a big problem in West Africa. Who would have known that they were using illegal substances over there? Whenever you see illegal substances, I told you you're going to see violent crime. I guarantee you, these people who are involved in this are on some type of illegal substance, because people in their right mind, people who say their prayers 5 times a day, are not doing this. All right? They're not. People who are just smoking marijuana are not doing this. All right? These people are on heavy substances who are doing this. Now, this person is saying this again. Okay. Consider the anti African plants who are trying to derail African unity with the threat of racism. I don't know what that said. I'm sorry. I'm just thinking about something else. Listening to these scammers are like listening to the Republicans blame everything on illegal immigrants. It's just that's what it is, y'all. It's development, and that's the way it's going to go. But the government is going to all of a sudden the government's going to get really strict on crime, and it's going to stop. What is the what I come up to summarize it real quick? Each one of them were a little different, but basically the bottom line is greed. Basically, the bottom line is greed because a lot of people don't realize that when you marry one of us, a foreigner, if a foreigner marries one of us, and you pass away, that foreigner automatically gets citizenship to the United States. That foreigner automatically gets your whatever retirement you have, whatever benefits you have, whatever survivor spouse benefit you have, that's going to go to them. Everything you got will go to them. Okay? So basically, you can be with somebody for 2 or 3 weeks, and and then you're just gone, and guess what? They get an automatic green ticket to the U.S. of A. All right. So we believe that some of these cases were because most of them were because of greed. Basically, all of them had something to do with money. Even Anja's situation had something to do with money. All of them can trace back to the dollar, trace back to the pound, the naira, the dalasi. That's what this is all about for real. Look at each situation. Even Danita in Nigeria goes back to the naira. That's what that dude wanted. He wanted that money. He kept her sons there because they got checks because they were disabled and it was twin boys. The embassy had to send the Nigerian police to go get those kids. He refused to send those kids because of why? You think he wanted those kids when they were disabled? No, 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 he did not. He wanted that money. He wanted that money. That's what this is about, people. This is about money. Money. And Shakina was messing with somebody's money. This ain't about romance, because if it was about romance, I would just give you some special seasoning because you're not going to know and you're going to just eat it or drink it and you're going to go to sleep, or I'll give you some tea, or I'll just do a binding spell on you real quick. That's easier to do than all of this. Than to throw you in the well. It's not even a well, suck away, beat you in the side of your face. And this is a little woman. This is a petite woman. You didn't have to beat her. You didn't have to do much. That lady is little. Jesus, I can't even imagine how she felt. Let's start with that, y'all. The fear when she got there. Because the dude, the workman dude, probably was called. I knew somebody called and told her to come there. Or she called somebody and said, I'm on my way. And then you get there and you see something else is up. How y'all think she felt? Don't you think she was in fear? Don't you think she felt fear? So guess what? When somebody has fear and they pass away, they don't rest. They don't rest. She's not resting. She's not resting. Not until she gets justice. Not until her spirit, not until her soul, not until her name gets justice. Don't y'all get that? So please stop with y'all RIPs and all y'all other stuff. Let's get down to what happened. Let's focus on what happened, and then we'll rest. But right now, it ain't no time to rest. Right now, it's time to put all our thoughts together, all our minds together, and figure out what happened, and write the embassy, write whoever, and let them know this is what I think, and this is why I think it. But please don't give them facts. Don't give them fiction. Take screenshots. If you have a video, show them a video. Everything was going good. Then the last 2 years, we had, who is the seventh person? Y'all keep saying seven. Who is seven? Where's seven at? Who's the seventh person who died, who passed away in the Gambia? Please let me know, because don't say that, and I didn't say that, because I never said there was seven in the Gambia. So please don't say that unless you know seven. Tell me the seven people. Because who was seven? You like the second person who said that, third person who said that. That's how rumors get started. Who was the seventh person? I don't know what's up with this person, y'all, but this person is weird. I don't know what's up with this Rodney King person, y'all. Uh, Kiki, what's all that background? Oh, you can hear that. That was my niece cooking. She was what? Y'all can hear all of that. That was my niece. She was cutting up something, and honey, she probably was slamming stuff because she had to wash dishes and clean up the kitchen. That was her in the kitchen. Where I'm sitting is near, like the kitchen. Like you go around, it's like right there. This kind of crime happens in the Gambia all the time. I'm sorry, in Jamaica all the time over the last 20 years. Many reentries from England, Canada. Oh, yep. This is what I was telling. I saw that. Yep, it does happen there. They were coming back from. I think he came back from England. They were an older couple. They sure were. It was sad. Someone is looking. Someone is looking at them. Their turn. Yeah. Yes. Exactly. You're not going to get away with that. Like whoever this person is, they got them in custody. You better believe that person is talking, honey, talking, talking, talking. Someone on Facebook mentioned you. Oh my God. Okay. Thank you. Thank you for letting us know. Oh, Kiki, look up the dog. Look up the dogs did what on Black Acres of the Gambia, and that's when he. Okay, okay, I will. Okay, Black Acres, I'm coming back to y'all. Just worry, don't worry, honey. I just haven't had time, but I'm coming back. Trust me. Thank you for Black. Please support y'all by hitting the like button because the more y'all like it, the more YouTube will promote it. Um, in some of those cases, workmen who were employed are paid setting up the same. Yes, they get paid to set up these people, and that happened in Cameroon. And this person worked at the embassy there. Same thing. The person had gotten robbed. House got broken into, and we were like, "Where was the guards? Wasn't the guards there?" And that's what they were saying. The guards will be in on it. They'll. Pay. He said he fell asleep. That's what the guard said. When they said, "Why didn't you hear the person coming in?" He said he fell asleep. Could you have a call in? Uh, a call in? Do you want to come on? Is that what you mean? Do you want me to put the link on? Do you want to come on and share some information with us? Is that what you mean? What date did you leave the Gambia? None of your business. How about that? Uh, I'm not telling nobody none of my information, honey. Action. Nah, back. I don't know what. Let's see. I told y'all this person ain't right. Didn't I tell y'all? This is the creepy people who be on YouTube. Now this person just gave me the creeps for real. Be safe, everyone. Okay, see you later. Yeah, I just got a real bad vibe from that person. Do you know something about it, Rodney King? Did Travel with Tay Tay get her money back? No, they didn't. She didn't get her money back because they said she was the reason why they lost the money. Her and Phoenix did not get the money back because they felt like they were the reason that every people were losing the money, so they didn't get the money back. Uh, True, you must say yes. You must keep talking about it. Yes, you do. You got to keep talking about it. You can't just let this go. That's what they want you to do. Act like it don't matter. Yeah, this matter. Just received a text from the Gambia stating someone was apprehended who appears to be responsible for this murder. This is the sisters. Okay, good. Yes, good. We got that. Okay. Good, y'all. Keep on so we can keep sharing the information so we can keep getting it out there. I just looked at Fatu and Facebook. And, oh my God, look, y'all. They got somebody. They got somebody, y'all. They got somebody. I'm so glad. Okay, oh, thank you, thank God. Now this person gonna tell us the rest, y'all. They gonna because they knew we wasn't gonna lay down for this one. Number 6 means advisory, single women danger for Western women. Yep. Oh God, I'm so happy. Thank you, God. Thank you. Yes, I seen it on. Oh my God, I'm happy. I'm happy, y'all, because they have something to hide. That's why they keep bringing it up. So this person gonna tell. Let's just pray this person tell everything. Americans should stay following the crowd and pick other locations. Being single as a woman isn't respect. No, it's not. And that's what you got to understand. It's not that they're judging you. It's just a big cultural difference. Like no grown woman would be single. That's like a shame. It's like a shame. You would not want to be grown and single. And that's that they don't consider you even a woman if you're not married. So it's a cultural thing. And that's what you got to understand. That it's not a judgment, a call against you as a person. It's just a cultural difference. Okay. And to them, women who have value are married. They're not single. Uh, says Ax Axe says elephant in the room is the thought of the Pan Africanism. Land buying is secondary. It's what these women had in common. If PA is a cult, it is. No one would have any doubt. False springs, and that's what they do. It's not the elephant in the room. We talk about it all the time over here. I may not say Pan Africanism, but we talk about it all the time. You know, I tell you, they're not telling you the truth. They want to sell you their dream, but their dream is a lie, and they want to sell you their dream because they want you to pay them. They want them to pay you to pay them for everything you do when you go over there. So we do talk about that over here. We don't pretend like it doesn't exist. We know these people are lying. And these people just happen to be Pan Africans and they just happen to be Pan Africans. I don't know what they are. I have no clue. I just figured out from listening to For Black that Black Acres are Pan Africans. I don't know what they are. I just know they're liars. I know they're liars. So if they happen to be Pan African liars, then they just happen to be Pan African liars. But they're liars. And their lies are putting people's lives at risk. And that's why I'm angry. That's why I'm angry about this. And then when these women get caught up, they don't say nothing. Okay, good. Okay, we'll look at that later. Um, is this the lawyer? Well, that was a controversy too, y'all. That was a controversy too. They said that uh, if somebody can get the link to that story, if y'all put it in the chat, I'll click on it. Okay, I'm trying to look it up on my phone. But if y'all can get the link to the Fatu story, please give it to me so we can pull it up. Because I'm just so happy about that. That was another thing, okay, that they were talking about is that they said she was an attorney, okay, and unapologetic Negropean said she was an attorney. She was not an attorney, and that she hadn't went to law school or any of that. So we're going to talk about that also, okay. We're going to talk about all of that also. So I'm going to look that up. I'm going to tell you what he said about that. But yeah, I don't see it. Oh, no, this says somebody was caught with stolen items and a laptop, and that was 5 months ago. Y'all have to give me that because I don't see that, and I can't look and talk to y'all at the same time. Okay, so if y'all can find that, if there's a link to that, I'll gladly put this up here. False dreams based on the ideology with the financial transaction. It's not popular to say, but all these women wanted something based on a false doctrine. Well, we do say that on over here. We do say that. So we do tell them. We speak openly and honestly over here. I speak about the good, the bad, and the ugly about Nigeria. I mean, not Nigeria. I mean Africa. Period. You know, so that's not quite true for over here. Some places, these people who are selling these women, like Sisters International, you may want to go on their channel and say that to them or say that to Black Acres. But over here, oh no, sir, we don't do that over here. We don't play games with people's lives over here. No, we don't do that. Y'all women better stop thinking you're still in America and it's an illusion. Like you're safe being independent. No, you're right. You can't think about. You got to think totally different when you go to Africa. You cannot think nothing like America. If you do, you're going to end up in trouble. The woman passed away in the Gambian airport. Could that be I don't know who they're talking about. I have no idea who the seventh woman is. But that had nothing to do with this. So I hope they're not putting her in with this. That was totally different. Rodney King, cool your jet. Sir, we done heard enough. Right. Thank you, Mr. King. No, we appreciate you, but we done heard it enough. Um, let's see. Check your email when you get a second. Okay. Thank you. Hold on, let me look, y'all. So, so no, I don't have anything in my email. No, I got this that you sent that I sent I got earlier from Clarify too. Oh, is that what you're talking about? Oh, I got that one. But that one doesn't say it was an arrest person. That just says about they were announcing that they were looking for somebody. But send it to me again because I didn't get it, okay? Or it hasn't come through yet. All right, it should be coming through. Can you please look up the suspect to see if he's a Gambian Kiki? I will, but I can't do it right here. I can't do it with y'all on here. I tried, but I can't. I'll do it as soon as I get out of here. If y'all can send me the link or something. I was told by Southeast African man to be very careful in West. I know that's what they told me. They said it's not very safe. East and South areas are better for us. That's what they told me too. They said you got to watch out for the West Africans. You can't trust them. And I said, why do you say that? They said because they were cut off by the Sahara desert for so long that their ways are kind of backwards and they think kind of like backwards. So you got to be careful with them. Hold on, y'all. Mm-mm. I'm about to put this up here, y'all. Yeah, police go ask Black Acres of the Gambia about Kiki loves Nigeria. Go ask them, please. This is funny, y'all. Okay, hold on. I'm about to put this up here. All right, as soon as this goes through, let me read this one real quick. Uh, I may stream this, but definitely going to talk about it on my channel. I remember the fifth lady that passed talking about how happy she was to be there. And they are. When you first get there, you are happy until reality's you be on this high. And then once you've been there for a while, the reality sets in. You realize, honey, that's why I told you I can't stay no more than 60 days and I'm up out of there. Because the reality sets in and I'm like, I'm not dealing with this. I'm going home. I'm going home. I'm going to rest up and then I'll come back for more. You are really informative because I didn't know that Black Acres of the Gambia, Black Acres people, girl, they real shady. They the shadiest of them all. I was thinking about moving a while back, but wasn't too sure. Seems that they really don't accept us like this, like it is portrayed. The No, those repats over there are not going to help you like they pretend like they're going to do. They're not. You're going to get over there and then you'll be on your own. Yeah, you're on your own. There's no help. Yeah, it is mostly Muslim. I think that it's like 95% Muslim. Um, what's that saying? Was she an American? Shakina was from the UK. She was a black British lady. I may be wrong, but it seems that they see black Americans as a cat. Well, a lot of people do. Black America. When we go to Gambia, other Black Americans see us as a cash cow. Yes, they do. They do. They see you as a way to make money, and that's the reality of it. That is the reality of it. They see us as a way to make money. Seems like Blacks and Black Acres hasn't said a word. Seems strange. Yeah, nobody's saying a word. Nobody's saying a word. Nobody's saying nothing. But they was all out to raise that money, wasn't they? They was all out for the GoFundMe. They was all out for the Jerry Lewis telethon. They was all ready for that. Glad you're here to hear you're speaking truth on your channel, but I'm not familiar with your channel. Keep it up. Exactly. That's how I know when you made that comment. I know you're not familiar with my channel because you wouldn't have said that because you know I say that all the time. I say that all the time, and I don't care what you are. I don't care who you are or what you are. I'm just going to tell the truth because the truth is what really matters here. The truth is what's going to keep people safe. All these dreams, all these lies, it's not worth these people dying. These people are passing away over there, and it's not funny. Yes, she passed away at the airport. Her fiance says she wasn't taking her diabetic medicine on a regular basis. Yeah, was it a diabetic? Yeah, it was over. Yes, yeah, that was her. Yes, but that's not the same situation as none of these people that I talk about on my channel. So the really embassy really don't help those people with scenes. Well, that's a lie because there was a whole lady on that I kept showing y'all her stay her comment where she was telling these people how the embassy helped her son. He was sick, but none of them listened to her. She kept telling them to contact the embassy; they would help. So there's somebody on there that was saying that the embassy would help. But people, they didn't want help, y'all. They wanted money. Y'all still don't realize that? They wanted money. That whole thing was about money. Okay, thank you. I got it. Yeah, that whole thing was about money. That whole thing was just about money. I wonder would it be different if it were European American women being do. Well, you know what? You know those groups. Remember when I told y'all I get messages from groups, right? From people who are in these secret groups. Well, one of the secret groups was a European group. And this lady who was a member of this European group, she was saying that a while back that they were talking about that in the European group, that the European women were dropping like flies. Yes. We just don't know about it. We haven't talked about it, but this was in one of those groups, okay? So I don't know. I don't know. This was just a message from one of the group. So we can't really say that because we don't know that. You know, we can't say it unless we know it. We can say it and sound ignorant, but we don't know. I'm not going to say it because I don't know that to be a fact. I don't think they really like American women like that. I'm just saying. A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't. According to the Fox News Network, a suspect believed to be in the unaliving of Shakina Chinedu was being has been arrested by the and he is cooperating. Oh, okay, they ain't telling us nothing. He was cooperating. Okay, we want to know the details. So he telling on him. Okay, I told y'all he was gonna tell on him. How long those does the high last? It's the cheap high like glue. I've never snuffed glue before. So I would say the high is like it's like a high when you achieve something, like when you walk in your dream, like something you've always dreamed of doing and you get to do it. And you're walking around like I can't believe I'm actually doing this. I can't believe it. It's that type of high. So if you've never walked around in your dream, then you won't know what I'm talking about. But I wouldn't know about sniffing glue because I don't sniff glue. I don't think anybody on here sniffs glue. I don't think we do that on this channel. Maybe on those other channels that you're on, maybe they do that over there, but not over here. Again, you're misinformed about Kiki Loves Nigeria. So sad. I love them as a people, but a few seem to be very religious and indoctrinated more so than us. Yeah, they are. Yeah, religion is a really big deal over there. They are colonized too by the British. Yeah, they were. Not now. Nobody's colonized now. Um, yes, it's a shame. What is this? They are really oppressed too. Okay. You had a lot to say, huh? Uh, when they jumped us here, they jumped us all the worldwide. I don't know what you mean when you say that. The Chinese are pretty much taking over some parts. Yeah, we know that. Okay. Okay. Now, what I see. To the person that said women should stay in America, why? People are sovereign and have the right to live wherever they want. This sounds like reverse colonialism. Okay, let me show colonialism. Yeah, I think women should have a right to live wherever they want to live. So these other, um, let me show y'all the rest of these messages that I got. And then we're going to get off here. These are just the receipts of how I found out. I just wanted to show y'all. This was one where she says, again, somebody had saw my post about we were looking for, if you seen her. Then somebody wrote, Sister Shakina wrote me and said, Sister Shakina has been found in great sorrow. She is no longer in the realm of the living. She was found in a well near the area she was near an area she was building. Tomorrow is not promised. So live today with no regrets. And this is just an announcement that was on the news where they're talking about what happened to her. And this is the Suckaway Pit. This was the missing person announcement. And this was the degree. I'm going to say that though. I'm going to explain that to y'all later. This this was about the scam. Oh yeah, 1 second. This was a this was about the scam. Uh, Alicia, I'm on live. What's up? Oh y'all. Oh, I don't care. Yeah, I hit the wrong button. Okay, bye. Okay. So I don't know what I hit. uh okay, so that was but let me show y'all this. What I wanted to show y'all was this other message. This was funny. Uh so what does this say? Kiki loves Nigeria. Somebody probably don't know what they talking about once again. People spread more lies than the law allowed. Instead of just coming and ask me. Why not just come and ask me instead of just lying on me? But I don't know if they're lying on me. I might have to apologize. Let me pull it up so I can see it. Okay. One key. Oh, so they're saying in this little conversation they having. So she's saying to this person, one, Kiki loves Nigeria. Nigeria. currently living in Nigeria. Look, they said Kiki Loves Nigeria is currently living in Nigeria. I told y'all, people just lie. Was in the Gambia a few weeks ago. Look, y'all, and she used to bully her on YouTube. What? Let the police go ask Black Acres of the Gambia about Kiki Loves Nigeria. Police need to inform Nigerians authorities to investigate her. Yes, please. Please do. Then this person says, this Damkavan, whatever your name is, uh, this was done by someone among the diasporas out of jealousy. Police need to investigate all of them. The most suspected person. Oh, look, y'all, is Kiki Loves Nigeria in YouTube. She's always bullying this woman. What? It can hire. Wow. The writer should go over and report. Yep. The writer should go over this report, please. Wow. See how they lie, y'all? This person says, I'm in Nigeria. I'm going to enlarge this. This is so sad. Y'all see this? This was done by someone among the diasporans out of jealousy. Police need to investigate them all. The most suspected person is Kiki Loves Nigeria. You can't even spell my name right in YouTube, and it's not in YouTube. I'm on YouTube. Okay. She always bullied this woman. It can hire her. It can hire. Look, look. This person, you like, that's why the person down here said you need to go over your right. The writer should go over this report, please, because you're not even making no sense. Let the police go ask Black Acres of the Gambia about Kiki Loves Nigeria. Police need to inform Nigerians authority to invest her. This illiterate person, this I'm not going to even say they're illiterate. This person is just foolish. Look, one Kiki Loves Nigeria currently living in Nigeria was in. Listen to this lie. See what I mean? Yeah, this is a whole. One day ago, 8 hours ago. This was 8 hours ago. 8 hours ago. So listen, y'all. So this lady named Kiki Love Nigeria, she lives in Nigeria. Okay. She was in the Gambia a few weeks ago. She's a bully on YouTube. They don't know the definition of a bully. Okay. They just love throwing around words. This is a lot. These people are sick. Let the police go and ask Black Acres of the Gambia about Kiki Loves Nigeria. Police need to inform Nigerian. If why would you be informing the Nigerian authorities? Because this fool thinks I'm in Nigeria. Are y'all? This can't be real. This can't be real. I gotta get that. I gotta take that off because that just. Oh, y'all couldn't even see it, could y'all? Because of this comment. Could y'all see that? Ignorance is bliss. That's all I can say. Ignorance is bliss. So basically, this person is on Facebook. 360 people that saw the post talking about I'm in Nigeria and I'm the one who's hiring people. That I hire somebody. Wow. Okay. The AA reports community in the Gambia is trustworthy, reliable, and safe. Unfortunately, Africa doesn't even have safe. Yeah, I don't trust them repats over there. I certainly don't trust Black Acres of the Gambia. I certainly don't trust them. They don't even know the definition of bullying. This lady doesn't have a good rep in the Gambia. They have been several people come forth with receipts. Well, where they at? Christina, show us. We can't just go by what somebody say. Where they at? And even if she don't have a good rep in the Gambia, so this is what you get when you don't have a good rep in the Gambia. We just do you like this. We don't take you to court. We don't sue you in court. We don't call the police. We just throw you in the suck away and bash your head in. There has been several people come forth with receipts where she scammed them for land purchase. They may have made her a target. Lord have mercy. Okay, but who were the people? You don't know. Then tell me where to look if you don't know, so I can go find them. Because I wouldn't go around saying somebody who is a land scammer and she scammed several people and there's receipts, but I can't tell you where the receipts are. Because if there's receipts, it should be public information. Receipts are usually public information or private information that somebody has sent you. All you have to do is pay, it seems. Okay, where are we at, y'all? Okay. It's dangerous traveling alone, the world given how the world is now. Yes, it's very dangerous. If you are a single woman, you become a target because you're vulnerable and vulnerable. Yeah, because you're vulnerable. So we're going to investigate all of this as much as we can, as much as information. She was buying plots to buy. Yes, we know that. We know that. Okay, the same price of the other British blocks were accused of doing this also. Okay, we know that, but where the only proof that we found of one person who was supposed she was supposed to have scammed, we don't have the name of the other people. We don't have no information about the other people. So it's not fair to say that that happened if we don't have proof that that happened. I don't like spreading rumors on my channel. These women seem to go. So please tell me, where did you hear this? Did you see it on a video? Did you see it on a YouTube channel? Where exactly did you see it so I can go look it up? Northern Nigeria, oh my God, in particular, where they practice strong Islamic Sharia law, dangerous place. Yeah, I don't go to Northern Nigeria. I don't go out of Lagos. Well, that's not true. I went to Benue State. I went to Kogi State. So I did go to three different states. So I did go out. I went to central Nigeria, but not northern Nigeria. I always wanted to go to Abuja. So I'll probably end up going to Abuja one time. It's dangerous to risk. It's a dangerous risk to an African on their own, single or okay. Okay, yeah, I'm trying to hurry up and get through these comments. I want to make sure I showed y'all all the receipts for the now. Now I don't sniff. Well, why did you ask me? Did I sniff glue? You don't sniff glue, so why would you ask me? Why would you think I would? But I hear lots of African youth. I don't know. I'm not an African youth. I'm a Black American. I don't know. You might want to ask them, do they sniff glue? Their thinking is awful. History says that lives will be lost as the way is paved. But that's too many. This should be enough. This ain't even all of them. This ain't even the ones I haven't. There's plenty I have not even talked about. You better go get it in America. You can't change ancient culture. I don't know what that means. Do you care to elaborate? But I'm about to fly through these comments uh, because I want to get started on these videos so I can get this information out to y'all. They're confused. Only one land. They are confused. On the other hand, they despise independent women yet are jealous of their resources. Yeah, right. But they want your resources. Exactly. Exactly. Uh, According to Fatu News Network, the suspected. Okay, we saw that. All right, game Globe Gambian Global TV. You got the link to that. Kiki, one love. I do appreciate what you do. Please don't let these people get to you. Thank you. Yeah, because that's just ridiculous to say something horrible like that about me. That I would pay somebody to do something like that. That's so sad. That person has a lot of self hate. Gambia Global is a predator. Is the predator a Gambian? I think that person is a Gambian. This is what Rodney King was referring to. This is posted on Fox 2 News. Oh, that's what he was. What was posted on Fox 2 News Network? That comment you showed me. Oh well, that was horrible. That's what they posted on Fox 2 News Network. That comment. Well, I hope they investigate before they believe something like that. She's in Nigeria. You can clearly tell I'm not in Nigeria. I don't live in Nigeria. I've never lived in Nigeria. So that person just sounds totally like a fool. I wasn't in the Gambia 2 weeks ago. Just tell lies for the sake of telling lies. It's a lot of hate from women, especially now. Okay. Uh, what does this say? Kiki, they're trying to find out where you are. Everybody knows where I am. That's no secret. That's why I'm like they don't watch my channel because if you watched me, you would know where I am. Everybody knows where I am. Travel with Tay Tay has made sure everybody knows where. And I used to tell people, where I was from, where I'm from. I'm not ashamed of it, but it's people who watch me and have been watched. They know where I am. I caught for the murder was he a Gambian? What? Okay, I don't know what you mean. So they know where I am. They know I'm not in no daggone Nigeria. Some of the troll maybe I really believe they run in our circles and troll deep. Great question about I don't know what this person is talking about. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry, ma'am. I'm lost in your conversation. The unapologetic Negro PM mysteriously disappeared. I would trust a word. You would. Are you saying you would or you would not trust a word that he says? Well, I got a copy. I got a letter from the lady Karen who was involved in the case. She actually sent me the letter. I have the letter, so I'm gonna put that in the video. A man caught for the crime against the UK lady was no, he was Sarah. They said they think he's from Sierra Leone. Yeah, they think she's from Sierra Leone. Unapologetic Negro peer interviewed these people. Please. Oh, I have. I've been on there all day. That's what you're talking about. I've been on there all day. So it wasn't a whole bunch of Gambians. No, ma'am. It was this lady, this Canadian couple. So I've been on there all day. I've been on there all day yesterday since I got home. So I'm about to get back on there because I need some clips. So Fode says I would not advise foreigners to live in Nigeria or even visit there. Now I know now it's bad until till all this gets settled down. It's a big mess there. Yeah, what the British forcefully joined together for darkness and retrogression. Yeah, it was sad. What's going on now there is so sad. Yeah, I wouldn't advise nobody to go there now, right now either. Town Africa channel also has videos of AA couples being scammed. Okay. Uh, when asking, what's this say? When asking was murder of a Gambian global dipped under another dishonest African. I don't know what you mean by that. When asking was murder a Gambian global Gambia dipped. I don't know what you mean by that one. Okay. Now we're gonna go through these comments. Now I'm gonna go through the yeah, you gotta use your own due diligence. You gotta just be careful at this point. You gotta be really, really careful. I didn't ask you personally. Read the question again. Well, I'm reading the question, so why wouldn't it be personal towards me when it's my show? And so, who are you talking to? You see, I'm doing three, four things at a time. I don't have time to decipher what you actually mean and who you're talking to. So, of course, I'm going to assume you're talking to me. It's my show. Why wouldn't I think you're talking to me? Have you tried to run a show and read comments and talk at the same time? If you notice, there's no dead air, is there? That takes skill. Channel also has info on the video. Oh, he has a YouTube channel. Uh, mhm. Yeah, I know them. That's what they say. It may also be to confuse others or irritate you. What may be for that? What you mean? What are you talking about, ProView? What are you talking about? Gambia has a lot of dark spirituality travel site. Gov gives. Yeah, and we said that 1,001 times on this channel. I tell you constantly to go to travel.gov. I've actually pulled up the site on my channel. So Go Black to Africa is not talking about nothing we ain't talked about over here. We talk about that website all the time, all the time. Yeah, all the time. I'm talking about that website. Mm. Yes, everybody has to do their due diligence. Can't just be going willy nilly over there. Stay where you are. We don't want you over here. Hmm. Where have you heard this before? Oh, but what does that have to do with what's going on, though? That's why I'm confused. I'm just so confused about that. The person who posted on Fatu Network is a blank profile too. It is. See, that's how you know. That's how you know, and they know too, because I'm sure they checked it out. All that made them people do is like, who is this lady Kiki Loves Nigeria on YouTube? Let me go check her out. That's why I almost got 100 subscribers. I'm like, what the heck? Somebody must be talking about me. I don't get 100 subscribers like that. Oh, so that's why. Yep. So all you did, fake profile person, all you did was make people come to my channel and subscribe to me because that's all they've been doing and watching every last one of my videos. Fake profile person. Yep, that's all you did. So thank you. Thank you. All you did because people knew that was a straight up lie. Kiki, you are more likely Cherokee indigenous to America and mixed with African. But that's funny that you said that because do you know that's what my family have always told us? But when I got my DNA test, it said nothing about Cherokee. Yeah, nothing about indigenous people here. In nothing. I had no indigenous American in me. Look at this mess Art Kathy has created. How did Art Kathy create this mess? Art Kathy don't have nothing to do with this. At this point, I will never step foot in the Gambia. Oh, I'll go back eventually. It's not going to stay like this, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's going to cool down. Rose, I think, uh, I'm telling y'all, the same thing is probably happening to them too. I'm responding to people saying to AAs don't travel to Africa if whites are going. Why can't we go? Exactly, we can. I like going to Africa. I just don't like what it's going through right now. But everything has to go through its development and its change. uh, Whites usually don't mingle with the locals in Africa. Yes, they do. When I see them, that's what they be doing. They be all up in the business, all up in the business. Quiet Storm, you are right. All up in the business all the time. All right, y'all, let me go look and see if we got all these comments. That was the most ignorant thing I ever heard with the fake profile. That this lady doing all of this from Nigeria. I ain't even in Nigeria. That's how stupid you are. But you can't even look on my channel. If you looked on my channel, you would see. Okay, so that was, we got that. I'm just making sure we got all, I showed y'all all the stuff I wanted to show y'all. Then we went through the other receipts I'm going to show you on. Let me put this up here. Take this one down. Let me just remove it so you can see it. So I'm going to put the rest of these, some of these, I want to use them for another video. The ones about her being a scammer. I'm going to, like, these are about her being a scammer. I want to use those for another video. We're going to talk about her degree that they were talking about. We talked about that. That was just an article. That was one of the emails I got. This was another article that was in the newspaper about her family, saying that she was unalive and they wanted an investigation. And this was the story from the Fatu Network where they were talking about her. And this is where the police were, and then it looks like news people and other people were actually at the scene, and they were said this was breaking news about them finding her body. And that's it. So those are my receipts about how I found out and what I know so far. So as I get more information, I'll put them in there. And if you guys got more information, just contact me and let me know. So that's all I have for tonight. I just wanted to let you guys know what happened, how I found out, and what we think happened. Which way do we think this is going to go? So what we're going to do is just like I always do. I'm going to put together a series of videos talking about what I think happened because all I can do is talk about what I think happened, and I'm going to base that on what I find. The research that I come across and what I find. Okay, and then we'll put it all together and then I'll present it to you guys. Then we'll come together next weekend and we'll talk about what information we found. So whether she's a scammer, whether she's really a lawyer, whether she's not a lawyer, did she scam all these people in the diaspora like they keep saying, or was it just a situation with this lady? Did they ever get the situation resolved? We don't know any of that. So, and let's just hold off our judgments until next weekend because by then I'll have everything presented out to you guys. I'll probably do something tomorrow. I don't know if it's going to be a live or if it's going to be a video. I'm not sure. All right. But that's all I have, you guys. And just keep praying that everything be brought to light. Also, with these other ladies, please pray that information be brought to light what happened to Anja and that all those people who was down with what happened to her, please pray that they get what they got coming to them. Please pray that don't none of these people rest. That don't none of these people don't ever get any rest. All right, y'all. All right, I will see y'all next week. I love y'all. Please take care of yourself and please stay safe out there.